I'm Maria.
And I'm Rosemary.
Welcome to the second season of Two Batches.
We've got a ton of great recipes and cool features to share with you this time around, and we're looking forward to it.
We are, so come on in.
Welcome home. Amen, sister.
Okay,
Amen.
well, welcome. And we are going to be making some great dishes for you today. I am going to make something that, it's called Gilligan stew. It's actually, I believe, Gulligan? No, I'm totally serious about this. I'll cut this out. Slumgullion. Okay, so it's actually, I believe it was called Slumgullion, and it's a recipe that my mom got from a neighbor of my aunt and uncle in the UP at the cottage. But when I'm little, I watch Gilligan's Island, and it was like, make that Gilligan stew. So that's how I got the Gilligan stew. But it's cabbage, hot dogs, tomato soup, some caraway seed. It's kind of unusual, but it's a wonderful dish you could throw together. It tastes better when you reheat it the next day, and it's just something very simple and kind of fun.
Great. So Gilligan's Island was a show for anybody who's younger than us out there. In fact, that's just like an art, I think it's even before our time, but anyway. So I'm going to make a super simple dessert, and I'm going to take dates and just whip up some cream and have cream and dates. And so this is a dessert that has no sugar.
Awesome.
And it seems like such a silly thing, like why would these particular dates taste good with like homemade whipped cream? And it just
great.
does.
Yep.
And it takes 2 seconds. There's no sugar. It's not the sugary whipped cream. It's just like you get the heavy cream and you whip it up. And then we'll talk about the kind of dates that we have. And it's just, I don't know, it's like addictive. Yeah. Cool.
Yes. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, so I am gonna make Gilligan stew. So I cut up a medium onion and have it in the pan. And this is something that you put it all together, you put it on the stove and you let it cook, and it's that simple. So I'm gonna cut up the cabbage into kind of bite-sized pieces, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the rest of the ingredients that I'm making. Okay, so now it's usually a medium head of cabbage, and it was pretty large. St. Patrick's Day is coming up soon, and I think they think everyone wants huge heads of cabbage for corned beef and cabbage. But so I have the cabbage cut up. Now I'm using all beef hot dogs, and you just cut it into coin slices. You can use regular hot dogs, you can use turkey hot dogs, you can use smoked sausage, whatever your preference is. Okay, so now I'm going to add about a teaspoon of caraway seeds. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little salt and also add some pepper. Now I have 2 cans of tomato soup, and I'm going to add 2 to 3 cups fill the can, 2 to 3 cans full of water, because you want to have the cabbage almost covered. And we're gonna put it on the stove, medium to medium low. It starts cooking. It takes hour and a half at the most, and you have a great stew.
You said it was called the trash stew originally?
No, I don't know. I couldn't remember. I just knew it wasn't Gilligan stew.
Yeah.
It's because I named it that. But Slumgullion, I believe, is like a Depression era term.
Okay.
So, and kind of like just using bits and pieces. So this is an adaptation to the Slumgullion.
Traditional. Cool.
Okay, so I added 3 cans of water, and it doesn't completely cover the cabbage, but you don't want it to be soupy. You actually want it to be kind of creamy, so you don't add a lot of water so that it's completely covered. But Now you want to stir it maybe every 15-20 minutes just to check on it, and we'll let it cook for about an hour and we'll come back and see how it's doing. Okay, so the Gilligan stew has been cooking for a little over an hour, and as you can see, the cabbage has cooked down a lot. I did have the lid on the pan initially to get the heat, keep the heat in and get it cooking and heating up, but then I removed the lid because you want it, like I said, you want it creamy, so you don't want it a soupy mixture so that it's too runny. So this is ready to eat. Okay, so we have the Gilligan stew that is, like I said, it tastes good the first day, but it's really better the second day.
And I actually made a dessert that you didn't even see because you don't even need to see me make it. Essentially, these are the Knorr dates. They're not the Medjool dates. They're pitted. And you just whip up heavy cream into a creamy, until its consistency as a cream. And then you just eat them. They're just so good. No sugar.
So
let's try.
let's be careful, it's hot, so don't burn yourself.
That's really, really good.
Oh, really warm.
Satisfying.
It's a good hearty stew type.
Really good.
Isn't that good?
Let's take a sip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Got rosé.
Let's do a date.
Oh yes.
So good. Just dip it in there just like a chip dip.
The sweetness of the date
And the creaminess of
and
the cream.
just the, oh my gosh.
It's a little obvious, the creaminess of the cream. Check us out.
Recipes will be on Facebook and watch us on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you again.
Have a good one.